So one of the things I like to keep track of as an observer of ring birds is how old a bird is. Now, when I see a bird for the first time, I obviously have to determine the bird age myself. But once I have received the ringing details, then we can calculate the exact age. And because calculating ages in calendar years can sometimes be tricky, I have set up the MarkBirds database in such a way that this is all taken care of for me. And for this, the database uses three types of ages. First of all, we have the age at the time the bird was ringed. So in this particular case, this bird was ringed as a Pallas in July 2013. We have the age at the time we have observed the bird, the observation age. And we have something that I call the current age, and that's the age that the bird currently has. So I'm recording this in 2016. The bird was ringed in 2013, so the current age is 4th calendar year for this bird. So let's take a typical example to explain how this all works. Let's add a bird that we have seen today, for instance a black-headed gull. Let's first add it to the system. And we have seen it today, so we can add an observation for today in a particular location, doesn't really matter where. And it was an adult bird, so for a black-headed gull that would mean it is older than 3rd calendar year. Now, if we save this observation, what you'll notice is that the observation age is used as the current age, because that's all the information that we have for this bird. As far as we're concerned, this bird is older than 3rd calendar year. Now, at some point, we will hopefully receive the ringing details for this bird. That will tell us exactly when the bird was ringed and the age at the time it was ringed. So we can use that to update the database, and for that we can go to the General menu and go to the Marker Events section, where we can add the ringing details. So let's say that this bird was ringed in January 2010 as a 2nd calendar year bird. What you can see now is that the database has used that information to update the current age. So in actual fact, in 2016, this bird is already in its 8th calendar year. So when we now click on Save to save these changes, the database detects that one or more observations exist, and typically it also means that the age for each of these observations need to be corrected. So it's asking you if you want to do that, and you can say yes. And then click on Show Me to show the list of observations. And yes, you can see that the observation that we have entered just now with an observation age of older than 3rd calendar year has now been automatically changed to its correct age. And if I now would add another observation, for instance, I realized that I also saw this bird last week, then you can already see that the database is using the current age as the observation age, meaning that you don't have to set that age yourself. And even if you've seen this bird really in the past, so let's say in 2015, then it automatically adjusts the observation age for you. So this way you never have to calculate the bird age yourself anymore. This is all taken care of automatically.